I have been listening to a master talking about astral projections. He also called it dimensional dreaming or whatever. And I was commenting it with my friend Marianne. And it got so basic at the beginning that I said, look, with any of your experiences that you had in the last 5 years, the first that you remember, you're going to understand this. And the basic three things that he said, it was very obvious things, nothing disruptive. And then he kept talking and talking and talking. Of course, he knows what an astral projection is, astral trip, but the language that he's using is so limited and so incorrect most of the times. Not only limited, but also incorrect. Because even if you do it correct, it's still limited. But not only that, he said that the energy cannot be created or destroyed, can be transferred instead of transformed. Because the money cannot be created and destroyed, can be transferred. Talking in the financial way, and it can be transformed as well. It doesn't matter. When he started talking about the protocols, about how to put the hands, how to this, how to that, there are infinite ways of accessing to a higher level of consciousness. And then from there, whatever you want to call it, astral, whatever you want to call it, it's not leaving the body. It's transcending the mind. He's saying biasing the mind. He's using many words that they are very limited, and he's following protocols completely rational. And the worst thing that he said is that, but be focused, be always aware that you're going to go there, see what it is, get the answers, and come back. If you are like that, you are never there. Because the first thing that you have to do is to transcend your mind. So do it in a safe setting. Because if you are an apneist, if you do it too long, you die. And it happens many times. If you are laying in bed, if you do it too long, maybe somebody will come tomorrow and wake you up. And nothing happens. As long as you are flowing and you're not letting your stupid mind limit it and say, not over here, yes, over here, over there, listen there. I came with a positive question, a positive message. What the fuck is that? The worst nightmare, it is as teaching full as the most beautiful dream. As long as you are aware that you transcended your rational mind and that you're not watching things, you are feeling with more than your 5 senses. You are fully aware of how disconnected is your sight, how disconnected and connected is your ear, your hearing, and the same with every single, especially with the skin, because you feel it in a completely different way, where you can feel. One day I was having acupuncture on my own, just feeling the needles in the right place for me. But me was not just a body, and it was not an energy, or it was whatever. And the needles become kind of an antenna that get you the concentration of the energies that you cannot feel normally because you're not aware. In that state of calm, how I do it, 15 minutes meditation with HemiSync. That's how I do it now. When I was a child, without any music, with any activity, maybe climbing without ropes, that person, he's not leaving his body, but sometimes he's doing it. And people survive that way. In any survival mode, it is like that. And what I practice sometimes is the eyes closed walking meditation. What I do is cancel my survival mode, because I know that it doesn't matter how long I'm gonna walk, I'm not gonna kill myself, and I'm gonna be back sooner or later. Maybe I get down, maybe the wind wakes me up, or the sun, or somebody running, whatever. So you are open to the rest of the elements to interact with that body walking that is empty from this one that is talking. Because the mind, the rational mind, is disconnected and the body is just numb. When you are planning everything, then you have trained so much your mind that what you have to do is to untrain your mind. So even people who have experienced things, they think that when they put into their rational mind and then into words and then into protocols, it is right from their own perspective right now. But tomorrow, from their own perspective, tomorrow, it can be completely different. So if you are telling the people to be aware of something and not to forget something, you are already holding the balloon and they're never gonna float and keep going higher. You have to cut and leap into the unknown, and then you cut your safety network. That's the real experience, where anything that happens there, positive or negative, doesn't exist. It's an experience that automatically, because you are calm, you solve it. You find the answers. You're not with questions. You find some answers that you never questioned sometimes. Wow, the music just stopped and disconnect me again. I don't know why these problems are happening, but it happens many times. The funny thing is that in all these videos that I'm saying amazing things but probably difficult to understand, is that 1, 2, 3 people watch these videos. Sometimes they are all only insulting me. Some of the people say, oh, you are a philosopher. But this video that I'm talking about is from a guy who has 2 million followers. He's probably charging a lot of money for the courses, and I'm giving something much higher for free, and all I get is sometimes hate, sometimes admiration, and nothing, because nobody watched it. But these videos, I started doing them just to have a long life. And of course, this is nothing compared to my life, just like any person's life is nothing compared to their diary. But I am doing my vlog. This is a real vlog, which is a video log, but it's a live log. When I'm talking from higher awareness of perspectives, of consciousness, and I would speak with this guy and see how right he is, and at the same time, for the same reason he's right, he's wrong, because he's embracing so much duality. Because in order to make business, you have to make it dual. Otherwise, you are too dispersed, because it's like everything goes and nothing goes.